Hey, we're finally back at the job this morning. We're doing some final preparations on these garage walls to get ready to set the garage bonus room floor trusses right above where I'm standing. Let me show you what we're doing. First of all, we're adding this blocking or bridging in the stud bays between the studs, and that's for two reasons. One is that this stud bay height is more than 10 feet tall, and by code, like the fire code, you can't have a stud bay more than 10 feet. So we're just breaking that in half. We're doing it roughly at eye height because that's just an easy height to reach and it doesn't matter. And the second good thing is it's hopefully gonna straighten these studs because at over 10 feet, they're kind of flimsy and all over the place. So hopefully that's gonna help us out putting the wall sheathing on. Clamp them in if you need to, shoot it.
There you go. Whammy!
Now, putting this blocking in can be pretty frustrating. I was actually getting pretty ticked on a Monday morning trying to get these blocks in with everything twisted and bowed. So I got a couple pro tips that could help you out if you're gonna try to do it. One is that we snapped the line and then we alternated on top, bottom, so that we could shoot into the ends of these pieces of block instead of having to toenail on all of them. So that helps out some as far as just the ease of doing it. And the second thing is, we measured all the pieces down here at the plate between the studs or between the lines if the stud is twisted. And that's because if you measured up here, you'd get some crazy measurement that would be wrong because these things are all twisted and bowed in the middle. So those two things combined made it a little easier, but it's still pretty frustrating. The second thing is we're gonna add some wall sheathing where we can, where braces aren't in the way, before we set these floor trusses, just to give the walls a little more rigidity. And guess who's putting it up? Ray Jones. He's back from the dead.
Oh.
Do you want some help?
Yeah.
You want some nails?
I got some nails.
All right.
All right, stand clear. They should be on layout now. And the third thing is Jamie went around and put all the double top plates on all the garage walls, so that should be ready to lay out for the trusses now. Okay, now that we've got everything ready for the trusses, I think we're gonna have to
Who's got a sawzall?
deconstruct some walls, unfortunately. We didn't fully have an understanding of one thing, and that was that this area above, I don't know, the entry from the garage was actually dropped to like an 8-foot ceiling, and the truss plant had matched the bottom of the floor trusses in the garage with this height, which kind of makes sense after talking about it, which means the garage trusses are gonna have to sit that high. So we're gonna have to cut the tops off some walls.
Well, good thing we figured it out before the homeowner got here.
It is.
No, actually, he's the one that sort of figured out that maybe something wasn't quite right. So.
Yeah. Anything else you can point out to us that's gonna cause major problems?
I don't want to cause any more problems today.
Hey, John, we'll save these just in case when we get done cutting all this off, if we're wrong, we'll just put them right back in here. A little bit of Elmer's glue. You'll never know.
So definitely not my proudest moment as a builder to have missed that wall height thing. I'm just looking at the plans now to make sure we're not total idiots. And the architect did mark it in one place that I did not see. And that's on this elevation drawing, the 8-foot 1 1/8 ceiling height right there as you go into the garage. That is dropped from the 9-foot 1 1/8 everywhere else, that one wall. But I was looking, and it is not on the page I was looking at when I was framing the walls, which is on this page, the floor plan. And I don't see it noted anywhere that this wall is dropped, and that's why I didn't see it. So, oh well, we're gonna fix it now and it'll be all good. One down?
One down, you can say.
Well, it took you 11 minutes, so that's not gonna be bad.
That's not too bad. That's because I excel at fixing mistakes.
So I'm gonna load up with a fresh blade. That'll make this a lot faster, and I'm gonna get a big, fresh battery. All right, Jono, you hear what we're doing?
No.
He doesn't want to hear.
Come on, shoot me, dude.
Y'all ready to set some trusses or what?
Well.
Whoa, why'd you call me? I would have stayed home, bro. I got so much work to do. What do you mean, well?
We got a new day. It's called Remodel Mondays.
We're cutting the walls shorter.
Shut up. All of them?
Some of them.
Most.
Some of them were supposed to
Bro,
have been shorter.
twice, man.
We didn't know it. Now that we've got all these cut, we're cutting the nails and getting rid of that chunk. And what's crazy is if we hit one screw, it's worse than sawing 5 nails with a reciprocating saw.
Coming down soon.
Okay.
Well, that was uneventful.
Yeah, good. Oh!
Watch out.
Wouldn't it have been easier if we just built it like this the first time?
Yeah, thanks. So now that we got this drop down, we're just toe screwing it back to the little cripples, and we should be done. So we've got that front wall completely dropped, turned out pretty nice. Getting a battery, and we're gonna drop this one.
Wow. That was perfect.
I think we're ready to build the floor now. Hey Max, did you just say you wanted to learn about the birds and the beams? Is that what I heard? Well, Jamie, you'll do it. It'll be awkward for sure. Now that we've got this up here, Jamie's gonna brace it plumb, like standing straight up, because if we nail the plies of these together with them leaning a little bit, it's gonna be messed up. Left-handed.
All right.
Okay. Frickin' show off.
All right, you ready? Yeah.
We've got another one of these LVLs racked up here, and we are checking the factory end that we're pulling our measurement off of to make sure it's square. This one wasn't, so we cut a square cut on it. Now we're gonna pull the length, 26 feet, and we will measure twice on this because we only have enough for what we need. You got a pencil, Max? 26 feet even. Now just double check I'm hooked on the end, roll it back again, 26. Measured twice, we're good. I'm not really sure that this T-square is square either, so I'm gonna mark it this way, and I'm gonna flip it and check, and then probably just split the difference if it's not the same line.
Not really.
That's pretty good. Now that we've got a couple of these up, Jamie has put this cribbing underneath right here, little pack out of cripples, and then on the other side they're adding, I guess you'd call them jacks, or they're full king length, but we're gonna do like 5 or 6 to make a big solid column underneath where this is gonna bear a lot of weight. And there we go. Somehow I've got this in dual camera mode so you can see my face and what's going on over here.
Is it recording both?
I think it
You're
is.
kidding.
No.
I never heard of that.
Ray and I were thinking it'd probably be like me or Ray filming. I'd probably want to see somebody good looking on the other side, other end of that thing. Not your mug.
Oh man, I love it.
That's it. Perfect.
We got the last one of these going in here. I'm gonna let Max do the reverse. It's way worse. 1, 2, 3.
This sucks.
Yeah, I told you.
I think the other end's way worse.
What?
Is Eric's song here, y'all?
You gotta wait on muscle milk up there.
That sucks, bro.
Get that, Max. Get that. Nice. Okay, we're double checking things now.
It's the light blue.
Yep, 2 foot 0 inches set back. And just check the actual plan and make sure that's what it's got too. That's the wall, but it doesn't show the garage under.
It ain't that one, it's that one.
What else we got? No? Am Might be a dimension here somewhere. No? Okay, we did verify, and I'll show you how. There's a line coming off the front of this wall all the way out to there. And if you read across 27, 8.5 to there is this line, which is nothing, but 3 foot 8.5 off of that is the other side of the garage. And 27, 8.5 minus 3, 8.5 is 24, which is 2 foot less than the whole garage. So now that we have both of these girders installed, our next girder is gonna go between, it's gonna be 18 feet long, triple ply again, 16-inch LVL, and there's something a little funny we're gonna do with it. We'll show you in a second. So Jamie's got a little 1-inch spacer put here to put our girder on. What's going on?
Let me illustrate for you here. See, the truss that's hanging on this is a double 2x4 top cord, just like that.
Okay.
That's 3 inches. These beams are only 16 inches tall each. And to get up to the total of 20-inch height, that would leave us 1 inch too short. And there's gonna be a giant joist hanger, they call them buckets actually, attached to the bottom, and it would make a hump in our drywall most likely. So what we're gonna do is hang it on our girder that's going to be 1 inch higher than the one below here, so that there's room for the joist hanger and so that the top comes out at 20 inches, even though 16 plus 3 is only 19.
Wow.
All right. Okay. There it is. Which way you want to tip it? I don't care. This way, okay? Yeah, you go up first, and I'll go something. I'll do something.
All right, swing it out to me.
Oh gosh! Oh, there's a stepping.
Come on, come on.
It's stuck. I gotta give it a. I gotta slide it. I'm gonna push it your way. Oh, there we go.
Wow,
Wow.
it's that easy. If you keep hearing Ray get called McRib, it's because he hurt his ribs riding lawnmower.
I wonder why. I wondered. I never heard.
Yep, that's why. Did you crash your lawnmower?
No. I was like backing up, looking behind me, and trying to turn like this, and then all of a sudden I felt a pop.
It actually popped.
Yeah, and it hurt.
Got a big rig?
I mean, my lawnmower is big rig, yeah. How many years you got?
I won't brag, but Ray mows in rabbit mode. So you guys know that I build homes for a living, but I also take a lot of pride in my own home, keeping it up, keeping up the property. It makes me feel comfortable and like it's a nice place to hang out. It makes me feel relaxed. And spring has just hit, so let's take a walk around my property and check out what's going on. So last weekend, we just replanted more of these creeping phlox. The purple ones are the new ones. I think we planted 24 around here, and it kind of filled in between the ones that we had. Some of those are doing good, and some aren't doing as good. Japanese maples are finally coming in here. They're getting those nice red budded leaves that look awesome. And in this area, the bushes were dead. So I just cut them all out, cleaned everything up, and got this remulched. That was about 5 hours of work to get that done. As far as the grass goes, I've got some areas that look amazing. Like this spot right here, I can't even believe it. But let me show you around back. What's up, Bunzy? So this is where I had a trampoline up until this winter, and I just put some grass seed down. I need to do some other stuff to work this out. But you can see it's pretty rough back here. And so I've got a few things here from today's video sponsor, Sunday Lawn Care, to help me address some things I want to do in my yard. Let's check it out. I got 4 bags of this. I'm going to put it in the broadcast spreader and put on the thinner spots and spots that don't look as green. I got this weed and green, and this is for these little areas in the front that get the dandelions really bad and they grow up super fast. So I'm going to spray that down. It won't kill the grass. And for all of the spots that I've got from Benson, I've got some pet repair stuff, some pet patch. So if you want to have a better looking lawn yourself or just do less work to have a good lawn, check out Sunday Lawn Care. It's a really easy system to get it ordered. You can pull up your address and they can map it out and figure out based on soil types in the area and the square footage or yardage that you have in your own yard, what you need and what time of year to send you what you need, so you don't even have to think about it. Also, Sunday Lawn Care does not use harsh chemicals in their products, which is important to me because I have kids and pets and myself in the yard all the time. And just like that, we are done. If you're ready to get going with your lawn and you want to get a great discount, just head to getsunday.com/Perkins and then use code Perkins30 for 30% off of your first lawn care plan. It's something that I would highly recommend. I use it myself and I think you'll love it. Thank you again to Sunday Lawn Care for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to work.
Yo, that looks like it's higher than a 16th. Inch and a 16th.
It's an inch and a 16th. Good eye. Good eye, yeah. We've got this tape pole masterminded. We're gonna get layout on top of this beam here. 19.2 centers. I guess I need my other hand.
I got a hand.
There you go.
I know it is.
Ray, I'm gonna need that clamp. I got a gappy going here. So I'm just marking the diamonds. That's the 19.2 centers. And that's the center of them, so I'll have to like do 1 3/4 either side of those to get the truss actual location. Thank you. You got a nail gun handy, Ray? Yeah. Hopefully that didn't just spread the bottom. It did. So I'm going to shoot the top and let the clamp the bottom. That is a nice bar clamp.
All right, we've confirmed the rib injury is real. He just sneezed and almost fell off the scaffolding.
Dude, that hurt.
We're all feeling pretty whipped from these girders, but we couldn't let the day end without setting a little bit of this floor system, so we're just gonna do it. Come to you, Ray? Hopefully. I'm good right there.
Ray's loving it.
I knew it was coming. I was surprised it took that long. Yeah, there it is.
What you having for dinner, Ray?
I don't know.
Maybe a ribeye steak there, bud?
Well, today started out pretty bad, but we were able to recover, get some good progress done. This floor system is coming together, and I'm pretty excited to see it happening at the right height. Hey, Max and I are on a little field trip today. We're at the truss plant, Andrews Truss. They're manufacturing our trusses today, right here. So we're gonna see how they're made. Here we go. We're gonna start our journey in the design dungeon, I've called it. They've got a couple guys designing trusses. What's interesting about engineered trusses is a lot of the plans that they get have no roof plan. It's just a drawing of a house. So these guys have to engineer a way to cover that house the way the owners want it to look and make it all work.
What's that bird? What's that bird doing?
That's our pet.
Okay.
So Heath has got our plans pulled up here, the project we're working on right now. He's got the layout, an engineered truss, and the actual floor plan over there. So just like I mentioned, the plan we're doing right now, there was no information on how this roof was gonna be built. It was just a drawing of the shape of how the roof was supposed to look in the finish. So this is a really interesting looking truss right here. It's a gable truss, but it's a loaded gable, so it's also structural. It's got that webbing, and it sits like halfway over the kitchen, and then these mono trusses come all the way out to the outside of the wall plate. And if you click on it, you get some really cool information over here about the loading, and it shows the load coming off of each of these mono trusses, how much it is, where it's gonna be, and that's how they figure the strength for all these girder trusses. It's a really cool software. I wish I knew how to use it. Sounds like I do, but I really have no idea. And a lot of the trusses, this one included, are too tall to go down the road on a trailer in one piece. So they have a separate section, this part up here, called a piggyback, that's stacked on top of these purlins, and that'll give it the full height. Wow. Max has never really done a roof like this, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. They're gonna build us all these trusses, and it will leave us a few stick frame sections I'm seeing, like the ridge from here to here over top of the vault that's in the living room. We'll have to put some sort of a small ridge beam and stick this in with just conventional lumber. Can you spin that around like a little more flat so I can kind of see what we got going on? Yeah, so, and that'll die in over top of those vaulted ones there. We'll have to run a stringer board across those at an angle, is that right?
Yep.
And then tie our conventional in.
And then tie in.
Okay. That'll be fun. This is gonna be so cool to frame. And we may do sheathing on that first. It just makes the overbuild a lot easier so you can walk around.
Yep.
We've done it before, just frame on frame, and it's just hard to do it because there's nothing to stand on.
Right.
All right, buddy, hard head up.
There you go.
Okay, we're headed out to the yard now. They've got part of our trusses built, sitting on a trailer, so we're gonna check that out. So what we've got on this load is this 47-foot long girder truss. It's got a 2x12 bottom cord. Is that right? Also, they do have this 3-ply girder already assembled, like all 3 plies are put together, which is really nice because on site, we'd have to basically block up and get a perfectly flat spot, like 50 feet by 20 feet to do it, and then put like 1,000 nails in it, maybe more than 1,000 nails. Probably take us half a day on site. That's already done here.
Hey, we're getting a crane, right?
No, we can do it by hand. No, we're getting a crane. Come on. This thing weighs like 2,000 pounds.
Okay, thank goodness.
That stack's y'all's, that stack's yours, that stack's yours. Those 3 stacks over there, 970. Anything that says 970 on it is yours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then what's on the trailer makes 10, just that we've got produced right now.
So on this job, we also got something we've never had prefabbed ever on our jobs before, and that's these gable end ladders. These will be our overhangs. This end will butt into the last common truss. It'll sit on top of a drop truss and then stick out for the overhang. We'll slap a 2x6 on the edge. We can just fly these in with a crane and set them instead of what you've seen us do before, which is stick in each piece individually and climb up it like a ladder, having someone toss us the pieces. It's pretty time consuming. So we're done checking out our trusses. Now what we're gonna do is really quickly take you through the process from start to finish, building a truss, starting with what's behind me, which is a bunch of #1 yellow pine. Let's check it out. So basically, Andrews Truss has their own lumber yard. They buy from brokers from all over the Southeast, all southern yellow pine in every dimension and length that they're gonna need. Keep it in dry storage till it's ready to roll out. And from the stock they have here, they'll build 3,000 to 4,000 linear feet of truss every single day. We're moving on to the next stage of the process here, which is gonna be a lot louder. This is their main CNC machine, and it will take the raw lumber, they input exactly what needs cut, and this machine will pull the boards in and cut everything exactly, just all in one shot. This thing is actually insane. It's got 6 different cutter heads or saws on it, so you can cut multiple angles or straight cut lengths all at one time. We need one of these. Oh my gosh. So the offcuts run through this filter and drop the short pieces in here less than 9 inches. The bigger pieces run across the top and drop right here in this bin so they can get reused into a new truss. So most of those offcuts are going to come right here into these stacks of rollers, and these are common length pieces needed for floor trusses. Like these 1'5" stock pieces are in almost every single 18-inch floor truss, so they're getting reused. We're moving on now to the build area, and that's where these pieces of wood that are cut over here start getting assembled into trusses. They have 2 build areas, one for longer than 30-foot trusses, and then another area for trusses shorter than 30 foot. So this looks really low-tech. It's a bunch of metal tables sitting on the floor, but it's very high-tech. They're using a laser system that's broadcast onto the floor from these machines on the ceiling to get the exact size and location, the exact shape of the truss and all the pieces and all the plates cast down here on the floor. So there's something else that's proprietary that's making this all possible that I can't mention in this video. You might be able to see what it is by looking, but I can't mention it. It's a pretty cool setup. So after all the components are tacked with staples, you can see right there board to board, these stops are installed, and they'll push the truss a little bit if they need to make adjustments to take out crown in this natural material, make the shape exact before they add plates. What's the official name of the plates?
It's a gang nail plate.
Gang nail plate. That's what actually holds it together. And finally, these plates are pressed into place with this giant hydraulic press. Oh my gosh. I always wondered how that was done. We just like to use hammers to do that.
Yeah.
A little slower.
Yeah, a little slower.
So these C-clamps are actually pretty heavy. They're not holding the weight. They've got this beam out here with a counterbalance, and it's rolling on a gantry. So he's literally just moving it around without any weight. So to operate these things, he's showing me you got to have 2 points of contact. There's a button right there. Where's the other one?
Underside here.
Okay, underside there. So if you press both of them together, it operates. If you only press one, nothing happens. What's really good about that is that means that both of your hands are on this thing and you don't have one of your hands on the board about to get smashed in there. So I think this one's done. They're gonna get it off the table and out of the way.
One thing that sets us apart is that we're fully pressed in the jig. So we're completely finished when it comes out.
Okay, so there's not much of a chance of the truss getting misshapen or anything. Nope. Let me tell you something. Everything you just did is so fast compared to doing anything on site. It's actually like a factory. I guess it is a factory.
It is.
That's insane. Okay, in the time I was just talking to Heath for like 1 minute, they got a whole nother one built. That's crazy. We're moving around here to the back side of production now, and you can see all these carts. These are complete cut orders from the CNC machine that are ready to go on these tables and get assembled. So you can see that the CNC machine is very fast. They're probably, I don't know, 10 trusses ahead of production, even though these production guys are absolutely flying. Also behind the production area is the computer that controls the laser beams. And that can be switched to a new truss, I guess, at any point pretty quickly.
Yep, and it's actually got a double setup. That's the truss they're building on the little end.
Okay.
Whereas this truss is the truss they're building on the big end.
Okay, awesome. So everything we saw back there was roof trusses. We're moving on now to where they build the floor trusses, and it's this giant table. And some of the trusses they have to build are longer than the dimensional lumber. So a lot of times that process starts right here with a splicing machine where they can make a really long piece of lumber for the top or bottom cord. So this splicer will put a plate on both sides of the timber at once to make a really long piece. And again, you have to have 2 hands to operate, one there for safety, and this thing will put it together. So Heath doesn't have any floor trusses running right now, but it's a little bit of a different process than the roof trusses. It is a one-piece table, so the boards are all put in here, and then the plates are tacked on with a hammer, and that's a pretty used hammer right there. That is actually the most used hammer I've ever seen. So once that happens, all the plates are on one side of all the pieces. This roller comes down and presses all the plates fully in. Then the truss is flipped, plates are applied, the roller comes again, and then it's finished.
Yep.
What's the reason you guys use a one piece on this versus the roof trusses?
Just for the simple fact that you can stand on the ground and reach the top of the floor truss.
Okay.
And not have to climb up on the table.
Oh yeah, so basically you can reach the whole thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep. And it actually clamps this way. This orange piece comes down and clamps on the top.
Okay.
So it's pressing it this way, and then the roller rolls across it and presses the plate down.
And then last for the process, anything that's less than a 9-inch cutoff at the end of the truss production process goes into the burn boss, which is insane. Look at that thing, holy cow. Jason would love this thing. There's no smoke, zero smoke. Wow, oh my gosh. We could have used that this winter.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a wrap on how the trusses are built. But if that's not enough for you, we're gonna go check one more thing out. They build their own trailers to deliver these trusses on right over here. So here's a trailer in production right here. What can you tell me?
As it sits, weighs about probably between truck and trailer both around 14,000 pounds. So we can haul around 12,000 pounds of roof trusses or
Okay.
4 trusses at a time.
Okay, what's that total?
26.
26,000 pounds.
Pulling down the
And this
highway.
thing is really heavy duty. Looks like built from total scratch.
Yes.
I mean, literally, you just started with pieces of metal. Yep. These are gonna be tubes that rollers go through so that when they tip this thing back, the trusses will roll off. Yep. That's pretty awesome. And it does have massive axles and brakes. I don't know if you can see by me putting my hand on there how big and heavy duty this stuff is. A couple of the cool details about this trailer we'll check out on a finished trailer out there, but it does have its own hydraulic that's gonna lift this thing and dump it, and also a hitch right here that's gonna accept a winch. Let's go check it out. So there's the hitch like we looked at on the inside trailer, and here they've got a 12,000 pound winch attached to it, and that allows the driver or the operator to winch the trusses off if they've got to go like up a hill, or it can winch them back on if he dumps it and it's not good or they need moved. So that makes these trailers a lot more useful up here in the mountains. And then under here we have 2 hydraulic lifts that'll lift this entire frame as steep as he needs to go to let these things roll off. And then of course, the most important thing of this entire process is that they leave the plant with this piece of paper right here. Do not cut any truss. Thank you for the tour, Heath.
My pleasure.
It was awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Before we leave, we're gonna check out some boxes we got in the mail. We appreciate you guys, and we're always excited to see what it is. I opened one of them over the weekend, or accidentally did, and I'm pretty sure it's for Jason. You got your boat, baby. And
look at that thing.
I'm not sure if it's a Mastercraft or more of a speedboat, but
Yeah, but she got twins on her, baby.
pretty ballin'.
That's nice. Nice truck, too.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Pretty sure he said he was gonna give you his boat.
I know.
Next package here is from the smallest workshop, which seems intriguing. Wow, look at that. Okay, hello from Canada from Martin, the smallest workshop on Etsy. Let's check it out. Uh-oh, we got names here.
Is that a
What?
Is that a beer?
It's a beer koozie.
But it's exactly
can?
like a brute trash. I have these exact trash cans.
Dude,
Nice. Arlo even has one.
Wow.
Brett
names
and
are
Ben
in there?
have them.
Wow. So he says he's been working construction nearly his whole life, but recently got a 3D printer and admittedly have been getting a little carried away. So we appreciate it, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
We've got a gift here from Colin Layler. Let's check it out. Multifunctional digital angle ruler and spirit level. What is the spirit? Actually, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Pull it out of there. Let's check it
I
out.
could use that at the house.
Oh, it's larger than I thought. Look at that thing.
That's what she said.
Okay, all right. God. That'll be in my car if you need it, boys. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't need those things.
Dude, I do. Look at that. How's it know?
I don't know. It's magic. It's spirit.
Spirit magic.
Ray thinks the spirit level is just a bubble.
Oh, that's what it is. Awesome. Well, this is really cool. Thank you, Colin. We'll put that to use.
For Ray,
Ray.
Nick Watts.
Nick Watts. What could that
What
be?
could that be?
Orange.
What?
There it is.
There it is.
Whoa!
Oh, man.
Dang, dude, she pretty.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Man.
From Mommy Needs a Fix.
What?
Oh, what?
That's what it says right there. Mommy needs a fix.
Could go one of two ways.
Mommy's a little helper. Half calf.
Coffee.
Oh, sweet. Actually, half calf is great. You can drink that at night. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
from Mommy needs a fix.
All right, life's too short
Keeps coming.
for bad coffee.
coming, dude.
Wow, holy
at it.
cow.
What?
All right, they're a small family-owned business, and your support means the world to us. Our support means the world to them. So thank you, guys, and we're going to be highly caffeinated by tomorrow.
Wow,
highly.
dude, we need to get a pot out here. All right, we got a beautiful handmade card here. That's an imprint from a real flower right
Oh,
there.
that's crazy.
Handmade. And this is from Aaron, Tom, and River. And they said when they built their Sleepy Hollow, what I think that must be their house or a business, they found Perkins Builder Brothers and watched every day. And so they sent this card here. I guess this is River,
Okay.
their dog,
Aw.
which used to get very excited watching our channel whenever your dog Millie was on there.
Aw.
And they are sending their condolences because you had to put Millie down
Oh, yeah.
because she had some major problems. And so they're saying here, so sorry to hear the loss of your sweet Millie. Loved watching her in the videos, and River always ran to the screen when she was on.
Awesome. Millie was actually half Bernese, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Is that what?
Yep.
Okay, it's making
Yeah,
sense.
it's been
now.
about a month now, and we finally stopped crying. But
Oh, man.
we appreciate it, guys.
Okay, so that's
Awesome.
just a very nice
Thanks.
card from them.
Last one today.
Okay, looks like some stickers, Milwaukee.
Sweet.
Oh, wait. No, wait a second. Milwaukee. Oh. Defaulty. I don't know. We're going to see who this is from. Dingo's Dive Bar. Okay, we'll see what else we got. Oh, Craftsman. Cryobi. What else we got? There's a Dingo truck. Okay, this is from Andy, a.k.a. Dingo.
Okay.
Cape Cod, Massachusetts. All right, Perkins Crew, I'm a huge fan of the show. Top 1% of viewers, according to YouTube, he says.
Wow.
Grew up watching This Old House and think your show and Stud Pack fill a niche that HGTV has failed to fill. Here are stickers that I designed. I recently took a road trip to the East Coast in my truck and stopped at Bryson City, which has had my favorite stop in my 20-state trip.
Oh,
Thanks
sweet.
for sharing your expertise, Andy.
All right, here we go. We'll see if anybody notices.
Yeah, they will have to be staring hard.
There we go. See you, man.
Yo, I
Oh.
know you
Oh
thought
my
we were
gosh,
done.
what?
I got all this stuff in my truck.
Jamie thought the stuff we were opening was from his truck.
I did. It looked just like it.
Yeah, you clip that on your belt and tie that
see.
so you can't drop your nail gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a tool lanyard.
It's a tool lanyard.
That'd be great for working on the roof.
John Turigano. I hope I said that right. Something close to that. From Caledonia. Caledonia?
Is that near Cal-
Park. It's in Pennsylvania.
New York.
Oh, maybe
Says
not.
New
There
York.
is one in Pennsylvania.
Okay, let's see. In the box I have for you, lanyards. I use these and they work awesome. Prevent dropping tools when working high on a roof, ladder scaffolding. I've seen you guys drop tools. Uh-oh. And these would be good for you. Thank you, Eric, Jamie, Jono, Ray, Jason, Jayson, Max, for great videos, learning materials. Help me become more knowledgeable and confident in my projects, and I hope these lanyards help save you and your tools from taking the high dive plunge.
They have.
Very good.
Thank you, man.
That's awesome. You get a lanyard. You get a lanyard.
I got one.
You get a lanyard. You get a lanyard.
Well, you can clip that up here.
From Catherine Barnes. Hey, Ray. I heard
Ray.
that you're from
Hey,
Arkansas and you like Razorbacks. She said she went and got you a couple of t-shirts here.
That's
some nice
You are correct. He does love the Razorbacks.
Look at that. Here, see what this one looks like. Fold that one out.
Oh, that's cool. Looks like
all
a
right.
Yingling
That's an
shirt.
Arkansas shirt right there.
Nice. That's an Arkansas shirt right there.
There we go. Perkins Builder Brothers, my #1 favorite YouTube channel, and I can't imagine that will ever change. Now get back to work, Catherine Barnes.
Thank you.
Let's see. All right, we got some erasable, reusable scratch pads for your tape measure, which is the way to take notes on your
look at
tape
that.
measure. I don't know if it's magnetic or it's a sticky.
That's-
Says these go on your tape. Hate for Jono's measurements to get rubbed off on the side of his tape. Love watching the show from Corey Duncan. All right, Corey Duncan, thank you
that's
very
a
much.
cool idea I've never seen.
Cyclops erasable scratch pads.
I actually make tapes with that writing pad on there.
Yeah.
but
Well, now
those
you can
tapes are
put it on every
junk.
tape.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. All your tapes.
This is a looks like a rebar wire,
yeah.
fancy one. Here, give that a pull.
I don't even know what
Here,
that
give
is,
that a
bro.
try. See if it works real good. Here you go. It looks fancy. Ron Jackson, howdy fellas, big fan of your channel, and I've been learning a lot from your builds over the years. Wanted to share a handy tool that we used when I was a concrete crew way back in the early 2000s. My dog and I love watching y'all build.
Nice, another
like
dog watcher.
our Saturday morning cartoons.
We can
Thanks
get all
again.
the dogs
Greetings
watching.
from Raleigh, from Ron Jackson.
Watch out for that porta john, buddy.